Welcome inside the ACC Digital Network studios. Tom Wormy along with Drew Barry and J.R. Reid. And with that NBA draft coming up June 28th, we know about the big names coming out of Duke and North Carolina projected to go in that first round of the NBA draft. But there are some notable names that we need to touch upon. And Drew, first, Miles Plumlee out of Duke, certainly a guy with the size and a bit of a championship pedigree as well on that 2010 national championship team for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I mean, Miles Plumlee is a player that really nobody knew about. Everybody heard about Mason, his younger brother. He was the high school All-American. But Miles had a terrific season, had some big games. He's a defensive player. He's a rebounder. He's a hustler. He's the guy that's going to go out there and do the dirty work. He's going to take charges. He's going to guard the best player. I think this guy has a chance to get drafted in the second round and make a team just solely because he's athletic and he can play defense.
Knocking it out of the park at the combines. They're loving his numbers there. He was great.
The other guy we're going to talk about next is going to be Mike Scott out of Virginia. 18 points per game, maybe a little bit under the radar, but I know you talked a lot about him during the course of the season.
We did a 7.57 product from Chesapeake, Virginia. He's a fifth-year senior. Whoever drafts this young man, they get a man that's coming in. He's played 5 years, done it at a high level, and carried a UVA team that was really understaffed this year as far as he could. I like to see him in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a terrific player. I think he's going to put up some good numbers in the NBA. I mean, he played in Tony Bennett's system where it's slow it down, and this guy still averaged almost 20 a game. I really like him. I think there's a tremendous upside. He can shoot the ball. Good pick, safe pick in the second round.
And you talk about putting up some numbers. Tyrell Smart out of Maryland, just a sophomore, and he led the conference in scoring, close to 22 points per game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a terrific scorer. He knows how to put the ball in the basket. My big concern is this guy's a two guard in the point guard's body. You know, the NBA, these GMs, they want you to have a solid position or they want you to be able to play multiple positions, and this guy doesn't fit either mold. So I think he's going to struggle. I think it only takes one team to like you. So if one team likes him and they need a scorer, he's going to get drafted in the second round.
I really liked him. I would like to see him come back and play a little more time at the point, though.
He did shoot from long range pretty well, close to 40% in his sophomore season for the Terrapins. Next guy up, Xavier Gibson from Florida State, and he's part of history for the Seminoles. On the team, 4 straight years going to the NCAA tournament of school record, JR.
Yeah, and a part of a team that did great things this season, beating some top teams. And I love him and Bernard James together. But Xavier Gibson is athletic. He's got a big upside as well. Runs the court, blocks shots, and can shoot the 15-foot jump shot for you. So I think these things make him an NBA player.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he needs, there's a question about his motor. Doesn't play hard all the time, but you're talking about size. And you can't teach size. And when you're late in the second round and you need a big, why wouldn't you pick this kid? He's athletic, just like JR said. Another safe pick in the second round.
And the Seminoles did win the ACC championship for the first time in school history as well, with that guy and also with Bernard James, who is such a wonderful story. 6 years in the Air Force, staff sergeant, military hero for our country. 27 years old. I think he would prefer we reference him as seasoned as opposed to old, but he does have some experience under his belt without question. But here's a guy who plays with a mean streak and can really do it underneath, do some of the dirty work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll call him 27 years young, but
nice.
He's a terrific player. He's a leader. He's going to go out there. He's going to block shots. He's going to play defense. Again, we're talking about size and length here. And when you're in the second round, those things are hard to come by. And, you know, 7-footers don't grow on trees. Here's a guy that's 6'10", and he's got a terrific story, and it has to end up with him getting drafted. I have to say that.
Oh, I mean, I love him too. I mean, he's a great guy, great rebounder. Who does not want to see him go on to the next level and be successful?
164 career blocks in just 2 seasons with the Seminoles. That third best in school history. For Drew and JR, I'm Tom. That's the story from the ACC Digital Network studios.